dust in the wind, dude.
3 whole minutes of extreme smashing! The producer said, okay, FD4 sucked and pretty much everyone hated it, but fans seem to like the opening credits, right? Let's do that again, but with 3D and explosions! Except whereas FD4's title sequence showcased previous kills in a unique and visually interesting way, this just feels like a lazy attempt to recapture that. Right out of the gate, they're basically saying, look how cool we used to be! This recycling of kills in a recycled format is just next level self-plagiarism, and this shit goes on for nearly 4 minutes! Most good horror movies will try to set the tone with the first scene, usually with something dark, scary, provocative, or at least interesting. Final D5's opening shot is of this breakfast buffet. There's nothing spooky about muffins and scones!
This is amazing.
Thanks, man. Just remember that when you see my sales report for last month.
Horribly mismanaged company lets this guy go on a lavish work trip, despite being a total slacker. Holy discount Tom Cruise. Actually, this guy's more of a discount Black Sheep Cruise sibling that no one ever talks about, like Chet Cruise or something.
You just need to make a decision. You know, are you gonna be chef, or are you gonna be sales guy?
Is there a third, non-shitty option? Everclear.
Let's talk about this now.
It's not working out, Sam. We're not working out.
Movie forces this relationship drama on us at only 5 minutes in. We don't even know these characters yet, much less give any shits about them. I didn't think it was possible to go downhill from the stunning breakfast buffet opening, yet here we are.
Okay, sorry, this is not a vacation. Okay, this is a business retreat.
Business retreats.
I love you, but doesn't change the fact that you're still an intern.
Banging your intern.
But that 12:30 curfew tonight, you should plan on breaking that.
Why?
For the naked team building.
Did he just low-key proposition a 3-way? Also banging your boss. Predator van. Token goth chick.
I like it. It's very Lisa Loeb.
Having an English accent automatically gives your character rock and roll credibility cliche.
We got a gig on Sunday.
Having a gig on a Sunday.
Have you slept with every hipster in town yet?
Slut shaming.
You should try the gym.
Fat shaming.
They're called tits.
Yes, they are. And you just got told twice.
Oh, that's what it is. Did I touch a nerve?
Just leave me alone, Isaac.
Hey, Mom.
Workplace harassment. Molly doesn't throat punch Isaac in this scene.
We're told like I'm a really, really good listener by a lot of ladies. Shh, wait, don't say anything. Tell me it's the Kimber from last Tuesday.
Whose idea was it to bring the bastard son of Frankie Cheeks into this movie? Are they still clinging to the notion that being a creepy douchebag is somehow adorable?
No, I remember you. You were like a bigger gal, right?
Typecast office guy from The Office is typecast AF. This cartoonishly giant, pointy, deadly hook. I wonder if this will come into play later.
It's not a day off. It's a
what? Retarded?
More workplace harassment.
Now hold on. What you gonna say? What you gonna say?
I think if this company put as much effort into sensitivity training as they do into their useless corporate vacations, it might not be such a terrible and toxic place to work. Also, get back to work, you lazy bastards.
But I want him over, even if it kills me.
Self-fulfilling prophecies.
They want to send me to the flagship restaurant in Paris for who knows how long. Could be 6 months, could be a year.
Humble bragging. Also prequel shadowing. Disaster shadowing.
At 180 Corporate Consulting.
Obvious 180 reference notwithstanding. What the hell is up with corporate retreats anyway? Is that a thing? Just based on this promotional video, it looks like they're being sent off to some brainwashing cultist camp where they'll be pit against one another in a Hunger Games style fight to the death.
Bald's the new black, sir. Bald's the new black.
That's racist. As if the 4-minute intro/highlight reel were somehow not enough, movie just can't help itself from constantly referencing the other films. Easter eggs are cool when they're done subtly, but this just feels like pandering. Hey, remember Final Destination 2? Yes, and I also remember that movie didn't need 3D to make its kills look badass. Definitely not Vancouver, Canada.
Damn it.
Sucking your own blood.
Something's wrong.
I wasn't going to point out how much this guy looks like Nick, the idiot protagonist of FD4, until now. But do you have to act like him too? You're sensing the presence of something terrible about to happen. Can you try that one more time with feeling?
Something's wrong.
This guy's going out horns blazing. What are you even honking at? 3D. What are the odds that the only vessel on the entire river right now happens to be the SS Impaler? Also, this guy's reaction. Did we wake you up, dude? Did you not notice that car that just fell from the sky with its horn blaring? Or hear this chick's blood-curdling scream? Or in any way perceive the all-out Armageddon and hellfire raining down all around you? Also, none of this falling debris even lands on the boat. This guy should be totally dead, too.
What the fuck?
Isaac somehow doesn't hear any of this shit either. This is not how free fall works. Isaac and the bus would be falling at the same speed. He would not fall forward into the windshield like this. She survives this. No, she doesn't. what? This isn't Mission Impossible, and you, sir, are definitely no Tom Cruise. Sending these two kills, not just because they look stupid and because 3D, but because they're bullshit. These objects aren't razor sharp. In fact, they're pretty blunt. I don't see them piercing or slicing through flesh and bone like this, especially when they barely have any velocity. Also, when you're capable of special effects like this, it makes this shit look that much worse, especially when you show them back to back. All that being said, removing 5 sins for this, one of the most epic disaster moments ever, and possibly the most visually stunning scene in the franchise. Sucking your own blood again.
That's the big question here. How did you know?
Wrong, sir. The big question is, where is your God now?
I knew it would happen. That sounds pretty meditated to me.
What is he actually implying here? That Sam blew up the bridge or something? There was no explosion, fire, smoke, or any shit like that. Dude even suggests terrorist ties and a jilted ex-lover angle. Like, what the fuck? Don't give me the I'm just trying to make all the puzzle pieces fit lecture when you haven't even seen the damn forensics report yet.
You're chalking up the high winds and structural damage from the road construction.
High winds?
The disappointment on this guy's face is real. Like, there's no way this scientific data is going to change his mind about his conspiracy theories. Maybe if they had written this guy with a one last case to solve before retirement cliche, I might buy it. But you can't just say there's an answer for everything and then disregard the findings of the official report.
You're free to go.
You're free to go, cliche. This video footage is bullshit. While the premonition scene's events unfolded over several minutes, the real-life collapse was over in about 40 seconds. A news team couldn't possibly have scrambled to the scene that fast.
Among the survivors were 8 employees of Presage Paper. The other 17 employees were killed in the collapse.
This means there had to be at least 25 passengers on the bus, but we see in earlier shots there were less than 20. And you can't blame bad reporting this time, because in the very next shot, we see a list of the other 17. Nice job, movie. Who gives a shit about continuity anyway?
Although they've been branded the Lucky 8.
No one calls them that.
You heard the news? It's natural causes.
Yeah, more like supernatural.
Things token goth chicks say.
Did you just say my name? That's not funny.
Terribly forced humor is both terrible and forced.
I see dead people.
Too soon.
You all, just be careful now.
Obligatory sin removal for Tony Todd. Thank God you're back, man.
Thanks for the advice. Creepy guy.
Oh no, you didn't. Bloodworth is finally back, and this is how they introduce him. You've got the greatest character in the franchise here, and that should be reflected in the tone of the script. Instead, they crack a stupid joke at Bloodworth's expense. Screw you, movie. Literally nothing happens for the next 5 minutes.
What's the matter with it?
Said it was flat. No flavor.
Plot synopsis.
Let me taste it.
Tasting used food. Using an umbrella when there's barely a drizzle. The hell is this guy doing? Usually when the lights flicker in a horror movie, it's signaling that something ominous is about to go down. But nothing comes of this and Sam doesn't even react to it. I think they're just inserting random horror movie cliches at this point to distract you from the fact that the scene is pointless and sucks.
You are the only thing I care about, Mom.
Boring.
You have to go after what you love.
Can somebody wake me up when the scene is over, please? Who knew that repairing an industrial HVAC system comes down to pressing a single button? Nice work, dude. This guy's the best button pusher since that roller coaster guy in Final D3. 13 seconds of the director indulging his foot fetish. As far as Final D kill scenes go, this is one of the more tense, if for no other reason than you know someone is going to step on that screw and hurt like a son of a bitch. It's not like any of the shit the camera focuses on will have anything to do with the death in the end. It's the 5th movie. We're not falling for that shit anymore. Okay, but you could have let go sooner. When the dust first blows into her face, she could have slowed herself down to a stop. Or at least let go at the bottom of her arc. Instead, she goes around another time at full speed and lets go at the highest point. I didn't realize that falling from a height of 12 feet or so could cause your spine to explode out of your body.
I came as soon as I heard.
I came as soon as I heard, cliche. Guy sees something mysterious in the distance, but when he looks again, it's gone, cliche.
Yeah, well, Dennis had all the calls rerouted to corporate.
This isn't corporate?
Oh, Debbie. You were so naughty.
First off, ew. Second, this is the problem with writing one-note characters. All you can really do is play the same note louder and louder. We already know that Isaac is a total piece of shit. These scenes just beat us over the head with points that have already been made. We get it, he's a piece of shit. Also, stealing from the dead. Prick shadowing. Also, sucking your own blood. What's wrong with you people?
So, who wants one?
Day drinking. Also, nice to see our factory foreman who works around heavy machinery all day, enjoying a nice liquid lunch.
If I don't, I'll end up drinking it alone, which is
awesome.
Sad.
Oh. I mean sad.
Because I really do want to take you out again. Yeah, well...
Movie expects us to believe that this pudgy, pasty, melon-headed bag of dicks is some kind of pussy slayer. I can only suspend my disbelief so much, for God's sake. This guy is so over the top and disgusting that I'm over here thinking maybe Frankie Cheeks wasn't so bad. And that just fills me with self-loathing and shame, adding 50 sins on principle, plus 10 more every time I see this prick until he's dead.
Erotic massage.
Negotiating a hand job with a gift certificate you stole from a dead person.
Yum, yum, dim sum.
That's hella racist.
Tend to be a bit noisy, if you know what I mean.
Ew. A whole bunch of terribly unfunny, stupid, and racist bullshit happens while waiting for this motherfucker to die.
Cheers.
Let the naked team building begin. Eyeshadowing.
Yeah, Peter just freaked out about something. I don't know what.
Snitch.
Should we maybe have code names for one another, do you think?
Codename not funny. A whole bunch more terribly unfunny, stupid, and racist bullshit happens. A bunch of deadly shit that are all red herrings and a Final Destination kill scene cliche. Fucking finally. Also, I love this shot.
You're gonna have to start over. Start over with me.
How many drinks have you had?
Molly, I'm serious. Look, you were right. If I don't do...
Who dies during a massage? Seriously.
This chick might be good at CinemaSins.
It's just that I've seen this before.
This is one of those brilliant lines that completely changes meaning given the context that this is actually a prequel. He's not just referring to the events of these films, so just how many times has he seen this before? Has he been doing this forever? How did something this thought-provoking make its way into a Final D script?
So you let death have somebody else in your place, and they take your place in death.
Bloodworth's advice has always been questionable, and rarely seems to work, at least in the way he says it will. Is he a master troll taking sadistic pleasure in giving false hope to the survivors? Or is it under Death's command that Bloodworth leads them down a path that invariably ends with them creating the circumstances of their own demise? There's so much unexplored lore. God damn, can we get a Bloodworth spin-off series already?
We kill someone, we get their life? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, if you dumb it down, I guess. It sounded a lot cooler when Bloodworth said it, though.
Oh, just for some of our younger patients.
Paging Dr. Plushy. I'm pretty sure they prescribe you anti-anxiety meds to take before a gig like this. Full-body tremors can't be conducive to precision eyeball zapping. Aren't you at least a little relaxed from those shots you took like an hour ago? I feel like not enough recognition is ever given to what is truly the most disturbing thing in this movie, the eyelid spreader.
I'll be right back.
Hold on, you're leaving?
Medical malpractice. There's something very Final Destination 2 about this. There's something very Final Destination 3 about this. If the setting is not to exceed 5 milliwatts, then why is it even possible to do so? The eye laser scene is iconic, and definitely the stuff of nightmares, but it's also bullshit. Medical eye lasers simply would not get hot enough to sear your flesh on contact. This evil bear! How the hell do these two know where to find Olivia? She never said where she was going when she left the office. What in the actual fuck? Plate glass windows don't simply shatter when you bump into them. We saw in FD2 this same kind of window hold up to repeated pigeon pummeling. This is not how windows work. Just what in the hell, movie? How the hell does their other eye pop out? Is this their subliminal way of admitting this scene is eye-rollingly bad? What in the hell is going on in this movie? I'm tempted to put a lame eye pun here, but I got nothing.
5 different systems had to go wrong for that laser to fail us so spectacularly. 5.
Was one of those 5 systems Dr. Dumbass up and leaving the room?
First it was Candace.
Oh, we're doing this shit again.
And Isaac.
We remember.
And Olivia.
Still remember.
They're dying in order.
Brain scare.
Tell us the truth. Did you or didn't you?
Hey, Peter, calm down.
Did you or didn't you?
I forgot the question.
Did you or didn't you?
What's with this giant wrench? This is a paper factory, right? They're not fixing Boeing 777s in here.
You're not seriously going to work, are you?
Death is gonna come for me. I don't think it matters where I am.
What a great protagonist. A guy who's totally indifferent and basically unaffected by the central conflict of the story. If the main character doesn't give a shit, then why should we?
Something saved me on that bridge. Maybe it doesn't want me to die.
Tempting fate. Culinary death traps everywhere, but it's all irrelevant because the rest of the movie just goes stabby stabby bang bang. Bro, this is the guy they chose for an elite apprenticeship? This guy, really?
The apprenticeship. If the offer still stands, I'd like to take it.
This is the most pointless subplot ever. Never mind that Grabby McMeatfingers here couldn't possibly be that talented, or that he left them hanging for who knows how long just to think about it. But this is Final Destination. Anyone making plans for their future is going to be greatly disappointed. And by disappointed, I mean die a horribly face-melting death in screaming agony while plummeting toward the earth in a splody metal fire tube.
You said it yourself. You don't.
The villain reveals intentions in a monologue instead of just taking a clean shot cliche. Bringing a knife to a gunfight.
Where is she?
This kitchen is not that big. How many places could there be to hide? 1 or 2? Also, the fact that she's hiding means there's no way out, so why didn't they run out the front door instead?
Don't worry, Molly.
Doing this come out wherever you are bullshit instead of just going straight to her obvious hiding place. Where the hell have you been? We saw Agent Block react to the initial gunfire outside, but over 2 full minutes have gone by since then.
What's going on?
What's going on? What's going on is you just got clapped, son. How does a seasoned federal agent who's already on high alert approach an active shooter situation this way? Surely he heard the other shots fired on his leisurely stroll back toward the kitchen, and then just step out into the open without checking your 6. I would call this guy the worst cop ever, except that douchebag from Final Destination 2 already holds that title.
I'm a cop, remember?
Where the hell did you come from? The last time we saw Sam, he was unconscious. How the hell did he get on top of this thing? A whole bunch of action movie fisticuffs that just feels out of place in a film like this. Hesitating to kill with a pre-mortem one-liner so the hero can ex machina your ass at the last second cliche.
You killed him.
So does that mean I get Block's life? Yeah. Yes, I do.
Jumping to conclusions. Also premature celebration.
Come on, Brad!
Removing 5 sins for the stealth prequel plot twist, a genuinely clever and haunting revelation, and a fairly satisfying conclusion to the franchise as a whole. Having dust in the wind be the last sound you ever hear. Don't do it. Don't do it. Ugh.
A kid had a panic attack and wanted off the plane. Said he had some kind of vision.
Honestly, shouldn't this oh shit moment have occurred much earlier to Sam? Like as soon as he saw Alex in a panic screaming, "Get off the plane!" Dude's a survivor of this exact kind of vision. You'd think it would have raised the red flag. I love a good plane crash scene, and this one is pretty awesome. But this plays out more like the premonition in the first movie, a situation gradually escalating, when of course the real-life Flight 180 simply exploded all at once. Maybe they thought nobody would think about plot holes this late in the game, but they thought wrong. Implying this many people would show up to this asshole's memorial instead of pissing on his grave.
They said he'd be dead any day now.
Any day.
Not living long enough to even appreciate the irony. Last remaining character goes boom in the end because there's no escaping death in a Final Destination movie, bitches. Movie still cannot help itself from basking in its glory days, going out with another full-on retrospective 3D rock and kill montage. I really want to be mad about this, but fuck it. Final D's gonna D. Don't ever change, movie. Don't ever change.